Hello, my friends, and welcome to part 3 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master SP Deck Challenge series. Yeah, this is technically a new series I decided. So, yeah, that's different from the solo mode. It's kind of like still within the solo mode though, but I decided it's just gonna be a new series here. Anyway, let's go over the packs first. I mean, not the packs, the decks for the festival, for those of you who are interested in that. And I'll leave a timestamp for when the actual SP deck duels begin, for those of you who don't really care as much. But yeah, let's go over the loan decks real quick. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can, because it begins tomorrow, or today. Yeah, it's today, so I want to go through them quickly so that if you want to start today, like, you can feel free, which I think like it's probably better to like try like to like start it as early as you can so that you don't have to like win as many times each day. I know some people like to like go through it and get all the like medals in right away, but I don't know how like those people are able to like have enough stamina for that. Like, I run out of steam pretty quick with this game, so for me it just really doesn't really, it just better like if I kind of like just do a little bit each day. I think like if you're doing it that way, like you'll be able to like stay consistent and want to grab all the medals each time. So like, looks like this one they have a lot of like 2-ofs, and they don't really have like, I think like any card that they have an extra of, they only have one extra of it. It's so weird. Yeah, that seems so weird. Oh yeah, so basically this one is playing with the Zark, and it's playing with that new trap card. There's so many normal traps like at 2, like they could have easily placed like Trap Trick in this deck too, but they didn't. Oh well. Makes it a little bit hard to get to your specific traps that you want, but we'll see how it does. So you're basically like you don't really want to like go into Supreme King Zeok the normal way. You probably want to like just like use this to bring him out basically. Because like otherwise like he's gonna take so many. I guess he is kind of cool. Like, I mean, I guess he is pretty good, but I don't know. Like, is he better than like all the materials that he had to use in order to bring him out when you can just use a trap card to bring him out? And Short's return to the X deck during the end phase of the next turn, but like you still get to keep him for 2 turns with this and not have to like get rid of any of your materials. So I don't know. And I mean, if you know you're playing a Pendulum deck or like a Mirror, like then it means the second effect is actually live, so that means you don't have to like worry about the Supreme King Zark going back before you get like to do something else with him. Yeah. And it's pay half your life points, but it doesn't really matter because you bring out like a really big boss monster. Like for basically free. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically what this deck is about. Trying to bring out the Zark. But I think you'd rather just like use the trap card. I don't think you need to like worry too much because like the materials, the fusions, the synchros, the Xyz themselves are also pretty good. So I think you'd rather like not really bring him out regularly. Oh, and you can't even bring him out regularly too because you don't have a fusion spell. So even if you wanted to, I'm not sure if there's a way to bring him out by normal means anyway. So yeah. Yeah. He actually adds a pretty good pendulum effect as well. I don't think you're ever going to be able to get him on the pendulum zone though. I don't think so. Anyway, like besides like that Zark thing, it looks like a pretty like pretty generic pendulum deck, like something like that like you would normally see anyway. You got your searchers, you got your the Supreme King Dark Dragon Dark one, which can be like go get your other pendulum, get your these really good guys like that have like 0 or 13 on them. So like one of the best skills, some of the best skills there, and also has a special summon from the graveyard effect. So yeah. And then you got a few good support cards that like help support your X deck monsters. Like this one helps. Basically, it gets extra effects depending on like if you have fusion, sync, or exceeds, or like pendulum even. Like the pendulum effect is probably the best one, honestly, which is nice because like because it also happens to be, in my opinion, the best effect since you get to. Since it's searches. Searching is usually the best effect. Purple Poison, really good for getting rid of cards. Yeah. This one is also support for the Supreme King monsters in the X deck. But like you have to like tribute 2 of them to special summon from your hand. I'm not sure if that's worth it. But then you can just tribute this card to special summon them back. So... Oh, from your X deck. Yeah, and that's what's going to happen if you tribute them. They go straight to the X deck. So, like, yeah, I mean, like... So, it's kind of cool because, like, you can basically, like, tribute them to kind of protect them in a way. And then during the battle phase, you can get them back. Yeah. But, I mean, if it is an exceed that you're tributing, you lose the material. So, you kind of got to be worried about that. But I believe when they're special summon again, they have an effect when they're special summon. This one doesn't have an effect. This one is sync or summon specifically. Okay, so maybe they won't be getting effects, but like at least it protects them a little bit. They won't be getting the effects again. And then this one, you tribute 3 dragon monsters. They have to be... specifically fusion, synchro, and exceeds. So that might be a little bit hard to get out too, but it does allow you to add a level 8 or lower dragon pendulum, so that's pretty cool. So like basically gets you like most of your deck, if not all of it. I think it can't search itself since it's level 12, but it has a really decent effect to like allowing you to like shuffle back everything basically from the field and graveyard. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then these are also like, these are just like pretty good staple cards. Like Heavy Storm Dust is also notable because it can get rid of your opposing like pendulum cards. Also, since there's so many traps, it's not bad for that. I think another good addition to like some sort of deck like this would probably be the that eradicate epidemic virus, just because you have so many like high attack dark monsters. So I think it's definitely worth it. Maybe a few of the other viruses too, but I think definitely the eradicator. Even though it's at 1, if you like, if you're able to grab it, it's like a really good way to like pretty much auto win against like opposing trap decks. I mean, of course, if you're going first and you see it right away. But I think it's still worth it enough that, like, it's worth running. So, yeah, there's the first deck. I'll go through this deck now. So, this one is a dinosaur deck. Oh, Dynamorphia. But, of course, the Dynamorphia cards are also dinosaurs. So, this seems pretty good. Of course, you don't have the... You don't have the really good Dynamorphia fusion that basically like can like keep like destroying your opponent the opponent's stuff like when you have like really low life points. No. Actually what it does is when you have really low life points, your opponent can't activate effects of their monsters. I'm not sure if it's just on the field or if it's in the hand too. They can't activate effects of their monsters. I believe it's both on the field and in the hand. So it's kind of like a mini Mystic Mine, but only for your opponent. And the only stipulation is you just need to have really low life points, which is really easy to do with a Dynamorphia deck. And then so once you have really low life points, that one fusion, which I mean it hasn't arrived yet, but it would make this deck like maybe make this deck really good. I don't know. But yeah, it seems good because then like your opponent's monsters with attack higher than or equal to your life points can't activate their effects. Goes for your opponent's monsters. It's pretty good. And then, so yeah, of course, like Dynamorphia, this is more of a trap focused deck because the Dynamorphia basically likes to like utilize traps for different stuff. Like this one banishes a trap in order to special summon another Dynamorphia card from your graveyard. And then this one this one basically makes it so that you don't no longer have to pay life points for your traps. Which is like not bad because like really like I don't know if you really need like really low life points. Actually, you kind of still do for this one because this one loses attack equal to your life points. So I'm not sure if you necessarily want to really be playing this or not. Like I'm not sure if this is like even really a needed fusion. But this one allows you to banish a Dynamorphia normal trap and like half your life points to make this card's effect become equal. And you got become like that card's effect, and you got like some really good effects. Of course, like once this effect becomes the same as that trap card's effects, you no longer have to pay the half your life points again. Oh yeah, and like basically these traps also have a built-in way of like being able to basically save you from either battle damage or effect damage, because that graveyard effect can kick in while you have really low life points to basically save you from taking battle damage or effect damage. So there's also that, which is nice. And then you got also like some really good negate dinosaurs, since you're playing dinosaur monsters in here. And the nightmare package too, which isn't too bad. Yeah, I think Trap Trick would have also been really good for this deck as well, just because of all the normal traps that there are. And then of course the Eccentric is one of those ways where you can like either destroy a monster, destroy a spell, or trap. So it's kind of nice in the fact that it's versatile. Oh yeah, and then of course you also got the Ultimate Conductor. You can't like actually like special summon it from the deck because you're not playing the evolution pill, but at least if you draw, like you can like special summon it pretty easily since you're playing so many different dinosaurs. So yeah, I think, oh wait, no, you can also search it with the Soul Eating. So at least like it's kind of like you have like 4 copies of this card. And they're only playing 1 miscellaneous source. You really should like have this at 3. So that was kind of a mistake, another mistake they did there. This at 2 is probably fine though. These at 2 is probably fine. And they don't have that Animodorn, that one dinosaur monster that's supposed to be really good. They also don't have that one. And once again, like they seem to really love having like a bunch of like 2-ofs in these decks. It seems like that's their like pattern. They have a few 3-ofs in this one though, at least, but like a lot like more 2-ofs than anything. So they seem to really like that pattern for whatever reason. Konami. And then here's the final deck. There are a lot of 2-ofs here. Yep, once again, a lot of 2-ofs. Quite a few 2-ofs. At least in the trap section. There's a lot, there's a few more 3-ofs in the monster section, but still, like, there's quite a few 2-ofs as well. And this is basically one of the newer archetypes, Amazement. I forget when this came out. Was this a newer set, or was this like the selection pack before? I'm not sure. I think this might have been like a few selection packs ago. Or like, was this a selection pack? No, I'm not sure. Actually, I don't think it was a selection pack. I think it would just like this is just more coming from like a secret pack, I believe. Or maybe even just like master pack, so it makes it really hard to play. But if it's only if it's Master Pack exclusive, that makes it really good for like people who want to try it out. Since it's like, since if it's coming from a Master Pack, it makes it a lot more expensive. Since like quite a few of these are like SRs and URs. And I guess there's not like a lot of SRs and URs, but so I guess not that expensive, but like, yeah, there's a few. There's at least the Amazement. Oh, there's these two. I'm not sure if there's any other like really good Amazement SRs and URs. Maybe those are the only two. So it may not be that expensive. But this, of course, is like combining the Amazements with like some of the Performage cards that like can special summon them out of the graveyard and you take a little bit of damage. This one also special summons itself. I believe also this one, well, yeah, this one can basically prevent damage. So that's not too bad. Oh yeah, and once again, the Eccentric. They have had the Eccentric in all of these. Konami really likes Eccentric. I mean, Eccentric not too bad because like you may think like, oh, you could just play like Cosmic Cyclone or Mystical Space Typhoon, but Eccentric not too bad. Like even like outside of like a Pendulum deck, because it's versatile. You can like destroy either a monster or a spell or trap with this card. So like it's nice because it's versatile. I think also like they like Eccentric a lot because like this kind of like gives a few callbacks to Duel Links, because I know Duel Links I believe has this card. I think this is a fairly new card for Duel. Well, like I think it was last World. So but yeah, still fairly new. So like maybe this kind of gets people like thinking about Duel Links a little bit more. I don't know. Anyway, so basically the whole point of an Amazement deck is like for you to basically like equip like these to either your monsters or your opponent's monsters, and they have different effects when it's equipped to either an opponent's monster or like your monster. Like in this one, basically like whichever monster it is, it becomes yours. So that's pretty nice. This one has different effects depending on whether it's equipped to your monster or your opponent's monster. Yeah. Basically can act as like kind of an MST without actually like destroying it, which can be good in some cases if it's yours, and then if it's your, and then if you'd rather get to search, it can do your opponent, equip it to your opponent. So yeah, they got like versatile effects, which is not bad, like depending on like what kind of like situation you're in. Basically this one can negate effects if it's yours, and if it's your opponent, it changes whatever it's equipped to face down defense. So is it still equipped though? So what happens when like it changes face down defense? I'm not exactly sure. Huh. Oh, and then you return. Yeah, I think once you like change this to face down defense, or return that monster to hand with this one's effect, it like becomes unequipped. Oh, and this one, oh, this one is kind of interesting because you negate an attack and then you change control of the equipped monster, and because you change control, if your opponent attempts to activate the effect of the monster that you gave them, you can just return it to your hand again. So that's kind of cool, because technically it's equipped to one of your opponent's monsters now because it changed control. So that's interesting. So yeah, they got different effects depending on who controls the equipped monster. Yeah, pretty interesting though. It makes them a little bit more versatile. And of course, and then the X deck is composed of a lot of these Jin monsters, which kind of work well with each other. They have like effects that like support the other ones. Sometimes they protect each other. Sometimes they help give another one like more attack or like extra attacks, etc. Huh. And then this one can potentially help you from not taking damage. Yeah, basically like your opponent has to like inflict big life points if they hope to inflict damage to you while this card's on the field. So that's pretty interesting. Redo is actually a pretty nice card because it can like keep getting resources by like stealing your opponent's stuff. And it gets different effects depending on what kind of resources are on it. So like you may start with just having monsters on it, but then you can quickly be getting, like, if you're lucky enough, like you're never gonna get the spell effect, but like you could potentially get like the trap effect fairly easily as well. Like if your opponent's playing a bunch of trap cards. Yeah, Big Eye can steal opponent's stuff. And then Lucky Straight is a pretty fun, kind of like luck-based card that can like give extra attack to itself. And then if you roll exactly a 7, if your total roll was exactly 7, you get like a pretty nice effect on top of it. It's not exactly luck-based because no matter what, you'll be getting some attack. But if you get lucky, like you can get some really nice effects on top of that. And this one can basically, I think, negate stuff. Yeah, so, and on top of that, destroys another card, which is nice. And then, of course, a Night Mansion, and then Blacklist of Soldier is pretty good since you are running a few level 7s to get its bonus indestructibility effect. At least one side indestructibility. So yeah, those are the 3 decks. So if you have any other questions about the decks, if you'd like me to explain a little bit more, you can feel free to ask down in the comments and I'll try to answer them. I don't really have like the most experience with any of those decks, but I'm sure like I may be able to help you with like some stuff because I have been playing the game for quite a while. So I think I have a general idea about like a lot of the cards. Anyway, let's get into solo mode. I'm going to try to finish this up. I don't know if I'm going to have time for a verse or a pack opening today, however, but I want to at least get through this next duel so like I can keep that going. Okay, let's go through it. Let's get through it. So here we go. Looks like my opponent's playing a Hoppy deck. And Hoppy Chandler is pretty good since it can special summon another Hoppy from the deck. And the Hoppies are also kind of interesting because like they all like change their name to Hoppy late when on the field, which like can be like, which basically like makes kind of like cards that like have effects where your opponent can't special summon monsters with the same name as another one. Like it makes those kind of cards like really good if you're seeing a lot of Hoppy decks. But right now, like, I don't think Duel Links or the TCG is really seeing a lot. So, like, I think it becomes a lot better when, like, they're not running rampant. Because then your opponent won't think to, like, have those kind of cards in the X deck. So, anyway, but they're also pretty cool because, like, their one card is, like, a really good card. And on top of it, like, it can search for Hoppy's Featherstorm if it's like destroyed by an opponent's card effect. So that's not bad. And then I'm not sure exactly yet what I'm playing yet, but I'll see in a second. Let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, are you guys looking forward to the anti-spell? And if anyone's been playing a few duels, like let me know. Like you can feel free to like let me know what you think about it so far. If you think this is like one of the better festivals, or if you think they were like better festivals, and if anyone hasn't had tried out any of the loner decks yet, like I'll be playing a few of them in the in an episode or two, trying them out, showing them off. But if anyone's already played a few of them, you can like let me know like how you've been doing with them and which one you like the most if you like. But yeah, anyway, Which one shall I activate first? For, definitely this one. I have to activate this first because this has to be at the start. I think this is a much better deck than... Yeah, it looks like I'm playing the Blackluster Soldier ritual-based deck. Yeah, and this has gotten a lot better because these guys actually give it bonus effects. Yeah, and they actually have like have an effect monster now. Yeah, I think this looks like a much better deck anyway. So I have to like remove one of these from play. Which one would I rather do? So this one allows me to add a ritual when it's banished. Oh, banished from your graveyard. These are both... Maybe I should have waited then. Oh well. I'm just gonna do Blackluster Soldier, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have done it like that. Oh well, I'm still learning it. I could do Swords of Revealing Light. Maybe I will. Just to like try to like stall a little bit. It only keeps my opponent's monsters face up. Which is why I didn't flip mine. Of course, that Harpies is pretty good because it's like a built-in MST. But they activate it after they summon, so they didn't get the effect. That's strange. Yeah, I should have probably done the dark now because... Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna actually be able to banish something with that, no. I think I'll just... No, I think I'd rather... Oh wait, I have to. Becomes 1900. Well, I don't think I will then. Or should I? Nah, I think it's fine. I might have messed up here. But this was my first time actually playing the deck, so like of course like I'm gonna mess up probably sometimes. Oh yeah, Cyber/Harpy Layer is pretty fun because basically you don't even need a tuner to bring her out. You can just treat one of your Harpies as a tuner. So it's kind of like Exceed without the Exceed material like downside. Okay, so gains 1500 attack until the end of the turn. That's actually not bad. Okay, so now I can attack. And then, how does this work? Oh, it just spell a trap. Nice. So now I can give this extra attack. Nice. It's only until the end of the turn, but then it also gives me 2 docks. Now I have a... But maybe I can get a light pretty quick. Yeah, see, that's the only downside. If this is the only thing on the field, if you like control spells or traps, you have to like target one of yours. So that's the downside, like that card. Still pretty good though. No, there's another Cyber Slash, but at least this gives me access to the Envoy. Wait. This. Oh, add this card to your hand. I don't think I should though. Wait, hold on. How does... Yeah, no, I don't think I will. Because I'd rather keep in the graveyard so I can do the Blackluster Soldier play. Yeah. Okay, now this is not bad. Can banish that. And then one of these. Yes. You can banish one random card from your opponent's hand face down. So that's if it's banished from the graveyard. Okay, yeah, I think I'll do this one. And then I also get to like rip a card out of my opponent's hand, which is pretty nice. Oh wait, no, it adds a ritual monster. So maybe I should go with this one. And now I get to activate the effect. Allows me to banish it. Maybe I should. But this card is banished from the graveyard. It gets another effect. It's hard. I think I'm gonna try it. Yeah, because now I get a bonus attack. Granted, I could have probably already gotten... Well, no, actually, I wouldn't have been able to. Anyway. I think I'm going to set this. Yeah, I think this is a much easier deck to win with. I believe the difficulty was one lower anyway. So that makes sense. But that last duel, like... I think it was pretty interesting. But, like, it was also, like, incredibly unfair. So... But I think it is a pretty interesting watch. So, like, if you want to, like... So definitely watch it if you haven't seen it yet. Wow, that was pretty crazy. Got rid of both my monsters. Yeah, but that last episode was pretty nerve-wracking. Okay, looks like Monster Reborn is kind of useless, but I can special summon out one of my opponent's monsters, which is useful. That's very useful. So I think I gotta go with one of my opponent's monsters. I'm gonna go with the Hoppy Lady, the Cyber / Hoppy Lady. And now I can attack into the Lightning Chadors, because otherwise he can just shuffle back in the Cyber / Hoppy Lady. I wouldn't want that. Okay. Oh. Okay, good. My opponent's on the defensive once again. 3 monsters from your deck. This can be a good one. So, but I still got the Cyber Slash. That's really good. How does this work? Is this anything? Yeah, it looks like it's anything. So, like, it can even be a face-down monster, which is really nice. Nice. Yeah, it's got a pretty nice effect, too. Okay, so I believe it's where I get to basically add 1 to my hand. So I think I should do, like, maybe all lights, so no matter which one I send to graveyard, it's a light. Oh, wait, no, I can do maybe 2 lights and 1 dark. So no matter what, I'm getting 1 dark in the graveyard. So yeah, I think I better go with... This card's banished from the graveyard. I might as well go with that one. Maybe I should just do 2 beginning nights. Yeah, maybe I should just go with 2 beginning nights. Add 1 from your deck to your hand. That's not bad. But I think I'm gonna go with 2 beginning nights and... equal number of each in your graveyard. I think I'm just gonna... go with one of these. Wait, no. Yeah, no, I'll go with one of these. From your hand or a graveyard. This is pretty good. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Okay. So now I got fodder for the Blacklist Soldier, which is nice. Now I can special summon that again. I think I will. I'll banish that. Banish that. Now I get this, adding either... Yeah, it's adding a ritual spell. Okay, that's pretty nice. From your hand and one from your deck. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Target one monster on the field. I'm just gonna go for game right here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that felt much better than yesterday. Yeah, and that makes sense. Is one difficulty less, but that last one felt like much higher than 5. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, definitely be sure to watch the the video, the most recent the most recent SP deck challenge video before this one, which was very recent, 2 days ago. You should be able to find it pretty easily. Yeah. So that'll be it of the duels today. I unfortunately don't have time for a verse or a pack opening, but I'll be sure to leave a verse in the description. And with that, I'll just move on to the outro. Please like, share, and subscribe, and be sure to ring that notification bell for either all of my regular content or personalized regular content if you'd like. You can set personalized notifications by clicking the bell and then clicking on personalized, and that's also how you can do all. So with personalized, you will only get notified about the content that you actually are watching. So if you're only watching the Macedal content, you'll be notified of that. Anyway, if you'd like to further help me out, please be sure to leave a comment down below as well, because it helps the algorithm. It further helps get my videos out to more people. If you would like some examples of what you can comment down below, you can feel free to comment if you have any prayer requests, if you would like to further discuss the verse, if you have any thoughts on it, if you would like to give me feedback or criticism on anything that I talked about in today's video, if you would maybe like to give me some advice, that would be fine too. Also, if you would like to keep it simple, you can always post an emote as well. Just a simple emote will be good enough. Just be worried that if you post the same emote multiple times, YouTube may eventually lock you out of posting that for a few hours. So I just want to warn you about that. And also, I hope to see a lot of you in the next of this Macedal series, or in the next video that I will be posting up the next day. Bye everyone.